Started already? Okay, cool. So I wanted to share with you today how you can profit or how you can get paid to exist or profit basically. Um, I've just been having this weird situation that whenever I come here, I get a bunch of calls. And it's a particular pattern that I'm seeing and I've actually addressed it and I handle it, but it's something that I'm going to address here today. So I'm just giving you kind of like the tea before we start because I just said profit to exist, but basically it's how to, get paid just for existing or profit just for existing. So I was noticing that I was tongue tied because of the thing that happened. But, anyways, um, I wanted to share with you how you can get paid in an intuitive way, in an energetic way, so that it really helps you, specifically in this economy. Okay. When there's like bots and narcissistic people behind it basically telling you what you can do and like you have to be like vetted by a bot first. So I'm gonna laugh because it's like whatever, right? So in order for you to I've been doing this work for 13 years and I've studied energy frequency for a while. And I'm also an engineer, so for whoever needs to, so that I see things in a meticulous kind of way because I'm an industrial engineer. So basically you have to be, if we're going to bring it down to the basics of energetic principles, you have to be in acceptance and in love of your needs. It's a frequency what I'm addressing. Not just temporarily, you got to really master the acceptance and the love and the peace for your needs. So sometimes people energetically talk like, "Oh, you don't want to use the word need." I was like, "No, but you need water. Like you need water, you need money to live. Like you need it. Okay, you need air, you need it. You need to be in acceptance and in peace of your needs. If you're allergic to the word needs, this might not be the video for you, but you can kind of watch it. I don't know. But I will say is if you are in peace of your needs, they rapidly come to you. So are you really in peace about receiving money? Or is this something that money in particular or profit or getting paid? I'm saying money, profit, and getting paid. Okay. How at peace are you with those energies? Or do they feel like they are outside of you? That maybe they depend on other people more so than yourself. So if this is the truth, and it's a dance, right? Because this is also the other element about this. This is about community. It's about being in a dance with life, with the people around you. See, at the end of the day, the person that's going to give you the money is another person. It's going to come to God from God through you and through another person. And it's a dance that you need to have with people. Are you gracious in giving? Are you gracious in receiving? Are you in peace with giving and receiving? Okay. So these are part of the flows that you need to check in order for you to get paid with ease. Okay. In this economy. Instead of needing to rush to learn all the different things, all the different bot like ish things that you need to learn, I want you to look at it from what frequency are you doing it? You're doing it out of a fear of becoming irrelevant? Are you doing it out of dread, etc.? That's not a frequency of ease. That's not a frequency of worthiness. It's, I have to do this to survive. Okay. That means that there can be some animosity with that process and a fear of annihilation. If I'm not mistaken, that could be the process of shame or elimination. So basically, when you really master consciousness, ways of being, okay, and you know that your consciousness emanates and receives, there's meaning you are in response versus reaction. We all experiencing triggering things, right? Like, and frequencies that they're trying to bring it into your reality. They meaning narcissistic people in places of power, trying to make you feel doubt, stress, trepidation. Oh, I can't ask for too much. I can't do this. I can't like do the things that I used to. Like I have to be in survival. These are frequencies that are being sent to you. Okay, oppressive frequencies. Are you going to pick up the frequency of oppression? Is your money tied to oppression or is it tied to joy, a consciousness wise? So, in order for you to get paid with ease in any economy, I want you to be very honest and transparent with how is it that you feel about money, profit, and getting paid? Okay? Having your needs met. Now, if you have I hear a trauma-based story, and I'm not being insensitive, I'm just like trauma-based story about getting your needs met because maybe from childhood, your parents made you beg, narcissistic parents made you beg to get an iPod, okay? And you just wanted to be like, be cool or just listen to your music in peace, and you had to beg or you had to earn it, you had to work for it all of the time. Then you might be susceptible to the energy of earning it versus more so this is not for everybody, but for whoever I'm speaking to, I hope it resonates, than just receiving it out of a sense of worthiness. And it doesn't mean that you're spoiled because your brain might associate it with spoiled and you might reject everything that you consider to be spoiled when in reality, right now, you need to have your money, you know? So, because money does give you power and sway, okay? So if you're in acceptance of that, then you can do a lot of great things with it. So this is a homework that I have for you. Be honest and get to a place where you can be in that frequency and that vibration long term. That way your energy is not manipulated because you're tapped in and connected to God and to your creator and to your higher self and to the joyful process of engaging with other people. If your heart and in your energy shrink is at the idea of interacting with people, of getting paid, of experiencing profit, just money in general, if you have a negative perception of people, this can impact the positive experience of just getting paid to exist. Because ultimately, in all sales, right? Or in all, people have to like you, okay? People have to want to buy from you. And whether you work for a company or you are an entrepreneur, there's a likeness to it all. Do you like people? Being antisocial is not going to give you getting paid to exist vibration. Okay, so there's so many people who are into frequency because it's the age of Aquarius. I'm gonna call out your Aquarius. Okay, a lot of Aquarius sacrifice themselves for people, but sometimes you don't like people. Okay, so if there's an invitation for that in the etheric realm, you gotta heal the shadow of the Aquarius. Okay, I say it peacefully. Don't come for me, Aquarius. I've worked with Aquarius clients for over 4 years straight. So you shine really well, but sometimes you feel really hurt by people. I have an Aquarius Mercury, okay? I have a North Node in Aquarius. So, and I was raised around Aquariuses too. So I get it. Beautiful, beautiful people. And you want to give, but then you feel depleted in your receiving. So that's not getting paid to exist if you're and end up depleted. So, what does that look like? I invite you to do energetic nervous system tapping, EFT based work on addressing the different components that I just mentioned. In my program, How to Profit with Ease, the details are below. We just started, we have one session. We're closing the doors on the 16th. It's for 1800, and we're doing high level nervous system reprogramming work where your energy is open to profit. And as a bonus, it's teaching you how to frequency wise with your nervous system influence the bots, okay? Positively for profit without feeling like you have to learn from a bot, but you're actually getting intuitive ideas on how to bless that frequency that's being sent out that's making you feel scared, paranoid, victimized, whatever. Um, and bless it for good. And you remember that you're made in image and likeness of the creator. So I'm leaving it like that. For proprietary reasons, I cannot share further about that here, but it's a fun experience, I promise you. And this is for the person who wants to quantum leap, even triple whatever it is that they're making peacefully in connection with their creator, regardless of their religion. I'm a Christian, okay? No funny business. Frequency is very real. Just like Wi Fi exists and you are feeling the impacts of the Wi Fi, like it's offering you services, just as much as X rays have a frequency. Uh, Bots have a frequency too, and you have a frequency too. So there's nothing woo woo about this. If you want to master frequency, Be extremely intentional in how you co-create, and I mean peacefully, not frazzled because of bots or frazzled because of people, and you want to manifest or profit with ease, then I recommend that you join this opportunity. If you want to work with me privately to be master like intuitive from this angle, no substances, helping your nervous system calm down your fight, freeze, fawn response, and be very abundant in consciousness from the inside, because this is consciousness work, which can take over years to do. I can get you there in a couple months. For it's just 5 figures, but the details are below. Just send me an email for that one. Okay, so opportunity abounds, like sincerely, and now is the time more than ever that we need more inner peace. Because when you're in an inner peace, they can control you. They can make you run like in circles or like on a hamster wheel and deplete your emotional capital. Okay, emotions are one of the highest points of frequency that we emit, and you don't want it to be siphoned. So let's be peaceful together, profit with ease. And if you want to join, the details are below. And I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Take care. So you know, somebody's asking, what am I referring by bots? Intelligence of the artificial kind. Okay, it's not an issue per se, but it's the narcissistic people behind it with a narcissistic agenda to put you in scarcity and chaos, to deep them, to deplete yourself, to kind of enslave you and all of us. And it doesn't have to be that serious, but the truth is, when you are in your freedom and in your peace, nobody can control you. When you are in those frequencies, sincere frequencies, you have clear audience directly from God, from your higher self, so that you know how to operate. And in that, you got to be at peace with people, because a narcissistic like energy is antisocial. So we got to be able to master our relationships with people and be super intentional, where we are attracting more often than not positive experiences. And that is absolutely possible. When you are overtaxed by narcissistic experiences, you start to feel depleted and tired. Like the light out of your eyes is just like kind of dimmed, and you start to feel recluse. You start to isolate yourself. You don't trust people as much. You start trusting bots more than you do people, and that's part of the plan. That's part of the plan. But if you master yourself and you master community, no way you can't profit. But if you want to master the frequency first so that you're super intuitive and you get really profitable ideas, meaning what could happen is that you're going to pick up intuitively if a job opportunity is good for you, profitable, not profitable. If a partner into your company is profitable, not profitable, regardless of how they dress and what they do, you will get an intuitive idea to go to a particular place, and you're going to meet the right people where you can do business for over 20 years with. Okay, conscious people. You will get intuitive awareness of what the things that you can say that will connect with the people that are awake, open, and trusting, and that are kind. So people look at this like woo woo, but it's actually like you're in here, right? It's like the gifts of the spirit. So, and you don't need no substances for that. You just need to calm your nervous system and build unshakable self trust in yourself and in God, and you will win. And intuition doesn't have to come to you every 3 months in a dream. It's a direct communication, kind of like through Wi Fi, okay, to God. You want to be very clear to what you're tapping into. No dark energy either, no demonic, no, to God. We have to stop fearing that. And we all have a right to that, because a narcissist will try to play God, but they can't really mess with you. You're really connected with God. And I know that that's a bold claim. But the people that are listening to this have had direct moments of connection with God. You've received like intuitive messages, you've seen dreams, etc. Now, I'm not trying to be that for you, not at all. I'm just humbled by the experiences that I've had, even being warned, trigger warning from sexual assault, okay? And being warned, but being able to also receive the message, not feel like I'm being paranoid. Being warned when loved ones are in danger and being able to communicate it, okay? letting me know ahead of time that person is a narcissist. Imagine being able to receive that point of info just from meeting somebody and not getting closed off from people or humanity, and living a joyful, prosperous life regardless, because you have a right to knowing and you have a right to peace. And when people are trying to create chaos and tire you out, like those apps nowadays that don't work as well as they used to in the past, okay? Now you have to kind of do 40 steps more than you used to in the past. They're just trying to tire you out with chaos and scarcity and survival, okay? Making you overwork. You can cancel all of that when you have direct communication. And like I said, I'm going to try to be that for you, but I can help you get neutral, open, and clear, no funny business, just through peace running through your nervous system so that you can have those answers because you get to have them and not feel fear again. Okay. And I say that caveat like 98% because sometimes in the present moment we can fear something. But if you can bounce back from that within seconds or minutes, wouldn't that be worthwhile for you? Because if they're trying to tire you out with fear and panic that you're going to lose your job, then let's find peace in that and get direct communication from God. Okay, you don't have to like pull your cards or do a bunch of different stuff or use crystals or whatever it is. Because some people might be triggered about that. I'm not, to be quite frank. Um, there are different decent ways to connect with God and the divine. So I'm not going to make that a wrong thing. And for those of you that were trying to make me a wrong person for saying that, I can't do anything about that. What God looks at is your intention and your willingness to connect with the divine and to, do good in the world. Okay. I'm not going to be a priest or a preacher or anything of the sort, because I know that God is in everyone that's trying to have access to communicate with Him in a loving way and that is not harming anyone. So, well, thank you very much. Thank you for the compliment. So, and thank you for saying that because somebody says like they tell me that I look really beautiful, and it's really triggering because not triggering, but it's interesting. That's what I heard. I was like, why am I getting calls as soon as I do this? Like, and are they triggered by the frequency of beauty? People, some of you are gonna be like, what? Beauty just means acknowledging and accepting the perfection of your soul, not needing to split to be anybody else. Okay. And beauty comes from beingness. And we look at it, part of the beauty of God and the truth of God is you see it in the beauty of the world. Okay. God is not a God of, harm and strife, abuse. It's a God of beauty and radiance and light. And we all have that within us. Okay. And the more you find peace in that, the less you feel like you have to be like somebody else or you have to perform for somebody. So I feel like the fact that you said that to me just now was my double sign because I was about to forget to share that just now because that was the message that I heard just now. Like, it's like, why does this person keep calling me every time that I'm doing a video? And that's the answer that I got. So thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So if you'd like to join Profit with Ease, which is an energy clearing program. We're going to be doing kinesiology, nervous system reprogramming work, EFT, and it has 4 modules on how to truly profit, even in a world of bots or narcissistic people behind it, and how you can influence it positively with your God given power. Then the information is below. It's 1800 for those 2 months. It's 10 calls, 4 modules. The calls are 80, like they're actually 70 minutes long. And we're going to be recording them. Also, we are going to, if you want to add 4 additional private sessions with me, then it's for 5,085, if I'm not mistaken, US dollars. It's through PayPal. There are no refunds for this type of work. I do intuitively pick up what can help you from the get go, like as soon as you join. Kid you not. Um, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be enlightening, being full of your own light. And I say I'm not trying to be God. We are all in that. And I actually don't need the spotlight. So I'm not trying to be the spotlight. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I just want to help you be so clear, so peaceful that you can hear the information yourself. Okay. So, am I forgetting anything else? If you want to work with me to be super intuitive in all areas of your life within 2 months, it's 16K. Okay. Uh, just send me an email for that one and I'll send you the link for that. And we can also set up and talk and show you how that process is going to be like if you're interested. I know these are steeper investments, but we've done more for cars, travel, whatever, purses. This is actually helping you get in, like, in tune, intuitive, clear answers that can actually save your life and that can profit you, just like it has done in my life and it has done in the clients of my clients' lives. So I think for a time like this, when certain apples or phones or whatever are buying or purchasing software to basically guess what your emotional reaction is going to be, and they're paying billions of dollars for that. To be quite frank, 16K is nothing if you can just get it directly from God and you master that and you have the discipline, because we're going to be meeting every day and you're going to be practicing with me. Like, it's not going to disrupt your life, but you are committed. Okay? Sincerely, why is it that they're trying to gauge your emotional reaction to something? Because they're trying to create an emotional reaction. And then if they can gauge and guess your user intent, like what you're going to react to, they can control you more. Okay? So if you can become Zen, they don't know what you're going to, they don't know. They can't know what you're about to do unless they were to truly love you, because it actually needs a loving intention for you to actually want to, like, sense more of what somebody could do. And that's the kind of intention that God has for us, or somebody that really loves us. But somebody that's trying to control us, they're not that committed. So, um, yeah, to show you what, let me know. If you want to know if I can help you, let me see. Yes, for sure. I can give you insights. If you want to know, if you want to get intuitive answers from me, send me an email. Um, you're probably in the recent consciousness, so I can show you, right? Um, but all in all, yes, it can work. Email me, the information is below, and we can talk. And if you want to see how intuitive you can be and you want to get some samples, we can totally do that. There's no issues with that. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're in reasoning consciousness. You're what does that mean? You're like, show me. It's hard to, you need to see proof before you believe. Okay? Um, but you could definitely make 16K in a day. You could make 16K in an hour. Um, it's not a competition, because I do feel like you might try to do it from a competition lens. I feel like you erase really um competitive, whether it's for good or for bad, like, or for worse. I feel like if I say that to you, your brain or your energy is going to connect through competition. And what I invite you to do is to just feel like your mind like a kid, of, because I feel like your brain is connected to, even to it as competition. I feel like you have to play. I feel like you, whenever you're meditating, getting to a place where you're joyful of just having the money and allow it to be possible. Send me an email and I will send you some instructions of things that can help you. But in overall, if part of your energy is skeptical of what you're saying, of what I'm saying, that's what we will work through nervous system to help remove, shift that skeptical energy, the distrust, the comfort. Because I just did a video on comfort and I recommend that you go watch it. It's called How to Profit with Ease in This Economy. And I speak about comfort. So if we release that skeptical energy and we move it into trust, real absolute trust, then your manifestations are going to come really quickly. Okay. And it also helps to remind yourself that a lot of people do this already. So you're not alone, right? Like, we're not special snowflakes. And even if you've never seen it, it's possible if you trust it. So that's what we do to get your nervous system to trust it in a span of 8 weeks total. Why do I say them? What do you mean? Because in this economy, Waiting to get paid is not enough. Specifically, the people that are trying to pay you are trying to create mental gymnastics for you to doubt that you're going to get paid. So you have to co-create your money. That sincerely, I feel like that was a good question. Like you have to co-create your money, whether you're working for a company, then you have to co-create it. You're going to ask for a raise, you co-create getting that raise. I was in a company, high level tech company, where they told people that because finance was in freeze, that they could, if you were going to get a raise, you could only get 2% and you have to wait 2 years to get that raise. And I said, that's madness. No. And I remember I would go to the bathroom, I would do tapping, I would do my energy clearing work, and I went and I requested the money that I wanted, and I got it. I got it. And it was like over 25%. Okay. So in that, give me one second. So in that, like I remember that a lot of people didn't get it, but I got it. And I'm not making myself different, but I co-created it. And I remember I called my mentor at the time and I said, look, everybody's telling me that I cannot get it, that I cannot get it. And she said, well, go get it. You know what I mean? And I ensured that I was in the energetic space to do it. And I allowed it. And I remember even some of the people that trained me, because this is a difficult part of this situation. Some of the people that trained me that were really skeptical about what I was asking for, they said, I'm going to help you, but you're never going to get that. They helped me and I did get it. And the thing is that I never even asked for that amount of money. Okay. I never asked for it, but I got it. And that's what I want you to think of. Give me one second. So I hope that this helps. Let me see. Yes, yes. So I hope that you can see that. Sorry, I sometimes let go of this. So I hope that you can see what I'm saying to you. No matter what, you can always win. You got to feel lucky enough on the inside that things are in your favor, that you can be profitable, and that you will have a choice, and that, and oh, I don't want to forget the main message that I heard from Archangel Michael was to say that repeat the affirmation, I am profitable. Okay? Repeat it a lot. So I'm going to leave you with that. If you want to join the program, if you have any questions, send me the email. If you just want to join, the details are below. You're going to be getting the registration for all the calls within 8 hours of joining with the dates. Okay? Um, they're early in the morning and on the weekend. They are on Sundays on the weekend, EST, and they will be recorded as well. And let me see if anything else that I'm missing. It's just business hours. So if you join later tonight, you're gonna get it in the morning. And I've been doing this for, like I said, 13 years, and you can see for detail, like the details on my website below. No, it's okay. No, nobody was insulting me. I appreciate you. This has been a very kind experience. I'm glad that we were able to connect. And I'm looking forward to connect with you soon if you're interested. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a good day. And make sure that you follow me as well. And send me an email if you're curious and you want to know more. Take care.